The Common App essay is one of the most intimidating parts of the Common application. It can feel so scary to have to take our entire lives and our entire personal stories and write it down in this short essay that all of the college admissions officers will see and reflect upon. However, despite the negative rap that the Common Application essay gets, writing it can actually be quite simple and fun. And today I'm going to go through the steps that we can take to make this process as easy as possible and to get it done quickly and efficiently. Hi, I'm Michael, I'm a student at Brown University, and today I'm going to go through these steps one by one. If you want to ask me any personal admissions advice, feel free to click the link below to connect with me on Minnect. Step 1 is reading the essay prompts, which is simple enough. The Common Application has already published the 7 different essay prompts for 2024 to 2025, so today I'm just going to quickly read through them. Number 1. Some students have a background, identity, interest, or talent that is so meaningful, they believe their application would be incomplete without it. If this sounds like you, then please share your story. Number 2. The lessons we take from obstacles we encounter can be fundamental to later success. Recount a time when you faced a challenge, setback, or failure. How did it affect you, and what did you learn from the experience? Number 3. Reflect on a time when you questioned or challenged a belief or idea. What prompted your thinking? What was the outcome? Number 4. Reflect on something that someone has done for you that has made you happy or thankful in a surprising way. How has this gratitude affected or motivated you? Number 5. Discuss an accomplishment, event, or realization that sparked a period of personal growth and a new understanding of yourself or others. Number 6. Describe a topic, idea, or concept you find so engaging that it makes you lose all track of time. Why does it captivate you? What or who do you turn to when you want to learn more? And number 7, share an essay or any topic of your choice. It can be one you've already written, one that responds to a different prompt, or one of your own design. So we've already finished step 1 of the Common Application essay writing process, which is just reading the prompts. Now, after hearing those, some different ideas may be flowing throughout our brains about what we can write. And this leads us to step 2. Step 2, aka free writing, is perhaps the most fun part of writing the Common Application essay. And I say that because it's a very unique way of just simply writing down our thoughts and organizing the chaos of our personal lives into something that can be written into one essay. To complete step 2, go to the link I posted below the Minnect link, and then click it to find the entire guide that I was reading when looking at how to write a good Common Application essay. I'm not sponsored by this corporation, but I honestly should be. So what we're going to do with this information on this website is we're going to use the prompts that they give us under each of these 7 application questions to help figure out a way we can answer the questions. So they did spend some time brainstorming some useful thinking prompts and writing prompts in regards to each of these questions. So every morning, the first thing that we're going to do now is we're going to get up, and before we do anything with the rest of the day, before we brush our teeth, before we go get ready for the day, we're going to sit down at a computer or have our notebook on our desk, and we're going to set a timer for 6 minutes. And what we're going to do is we're not going to stop writing, and we're just going to simply pick one of the prompts in a hat. We can do that, for example, or just in a random number generator. And we're going to write a response or any free write regarding how we feel regarding it. We can even start by writing, I don't know how to write. I hate writing. I do not know what I could think of. And as long as we keep writing, something will eventually come to mind. And this is why that link is so useful, because it gives different prompts in addition to the question that help us think of different times that we had some sort of experience that could make a good essay for each prompt. Now, we're going to continue this. What I recommend each day is to do at least 2 to 3 different free writes. And after we have free writes for all of our questions, what we're going to do is we're going to look at these and see if any one story particularly captures our interest. And when we have that down, we're going to simply look at that idea, see if we think it can be written in a good first draft of our Common Application essay, and bring that to our trusted advisor, whether that be some sort of college admissions advisor, our guidance counselor, our parents, our English teacher, anybody who you believe will have a good opinion on what story we should write for our college admissions Common Application essay. Step 3 is the first draft. So after we have approved our topic with somebody that we trust, what we would then do is free write for another 2 6-minute sessions. In these 2 6-minute sessions, we would hone in on what ideas we could write about for this personal statement regarding this question. And then once we have all of that down, we can then actually begin the first draft of our essay, officially step 3. So with the first draft writing process, it can be very daunting to, for example, write an introduction. But honestly, with all the free writing that we've done, an introduction may already be in our minds as to what we want to write for this Common App essay. The introduction can be very daunting, but using some sort of metaphor, some sort of motif that we can repeat throughout the Common Application essay, or just having some sort of story or quote that relates to the meaning of our essay can make any sort of Common Application a good piece of writing. In terms of the details, some sort of editor that you trust can definitely be of help in this, but just getting the first draft down for the editing process, which will be quite extensive for this essay, will be the good first step that we're taking to actually writing the essay. Step 4 is the editing process. And with the editing process, again, I would just say we have to give this first draft that we wrote to a trusted person, and then they would give us feedback regarding how we can fix that. And then we would take that feedback and use it to write an effective essay. This could go on many different times, but again, the one thing I don't recommend is to give this essay to a bunch of different people to review, because once we give that essay to more than 5 people, a lot of the times our voice begins to get lost and our intention of the essay seems to get dialed down a bit more and more. So I would choose the people who we want to review our essay wisely. And then step 5 is to actually review the final draft of our essay. So after weeks of editing and spending time looking at this essay, the final process that I would go through to make sure that I'm fully complete with this essay is a 3-step system. Firstly, read through the essay to make sure that the logic and the flow of it makes sense. Secondly, print out this essay on a piece of paper and read it aloud to ourselves in a speech format in our room. So we would go and print this out on a piece of paper, because then we'd be able to catch any grammatical errors or weird phrasing better than if we were to just skim it on our computer. We'd have a pen out for this so we can mark anything, and every time we see some sort of mistake, we would just go back to the beginning of the paragraph and keep reading until we reach the end of the essay. That is the second pass. The final pass, which is my favorite, is the sanity pass, which is simply us reading through this essay on our Common Application put into the actual prompt to make sure that there's no issue with the plain text formatting or any sort of issue with the essay itself. If we do this method, which is from Cal Newport's book, How to Be a Straight A Student, then we are going to catch 99% of the mistakes that we make, from my experience using this for years. And I find it to be such a good system in general to use for any sort of essay that we write, whether it be the Common App essay, an essay for school, or a supplemental essay. And finally, the 6th step is just to congratulate yourself about finishing this monumental step in the college application process, and honestly, the hardest step in our college application process. That doesn't mean, again, that we should forget the other important aspects, such as the activity section and the supplemental essays, and preparing well for interviews. But now that we have this step done, we can take a sigh of relief knowing that we're one step closer to finishing the college applications process. Thanks for watching. Be sure to connect with me on Minnect if you have any questions that you'd like me to answer. Also, comment down below which essay prompt that I read was your favorite. And be sure to like and subscribe for more Ivy League admissions content. Also, be sure to watch this next video that is custom picked for you. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.